In this video, I've got a Mother's Day tablescape with a twist. If you're new to my channel, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach women to make wise home health and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. So hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Okay, let's jump into it. I am always trying to put together something a little bit new or different for Mother's Day, because let's face it, you've only got so many dishes and you really want to try to mix things up, because of course I can't go out and buy something new every time I want to put together a different tablescape. So I remembered something from a video that Lacey at Lacey Space showed us on how to really kind of mix it up on a tablescape. Let me show you, because I am just amazed at the difference it's made on this table. So here's my Mother's Day tablescape. Now let me see if you can guess what the twist is. Take a look at my table and tell me what you see. And just so you know, this table is a tribute to my mom and two of my aunts for Mother's Day. My mom is still with me, but I wanted to put together something that reminded me not only of her, but of two of her sisters, Aunt Maxine and Aunt Glo. When Aunt Maxine and Aunt Glo were alive, I would take the three of them out to lunch, and I so enjoyed being able to do that. And I will say that much of what I learned in how to be a lady, I learned from the three of them. And so I just kind of wanted to pay a tribute to the three of them on this Mother's Day. And this tablescape is part of a collaboration hosted by Kimberly Davis at Diva Designing on a Dime. And what we were to do was to pay a tribute to our moms or our mother-like figures. And when I was growing up, it was like everybody had a hand in raising you. Everybody could whip your behind, tell you what to do, and then they would call your mama and daddy and say, look, I saw her out doing thus and such, and I whipped her behind, and I sent her on home. Now you take care of it. So these are my other mother figures, my Aunt Maxine and my Aunt Glo. And I wanted to just kind of share something that represented the three of them. So there's a place setting for me and then for the three of them. Now, the unique thing that I have on the table is the table covering. Isn't it beautiful? I just love the little black and white polka dots in the middle with the pink and yellow roses, and then the green of the leaves. And I brought it all together. I brought it full circle by putting lots of greenery on the table. So I've got, and when I say greenery, I just mean the color green. Because whereas I do have the flowers, which we were to include some florals for this challenge, so I do have just a simple vase of simple white tulips with the greenery. But I also have green napkins. And then the green is really layered. Let me show you how I layered the different colors. So I've got the green of the napkin, which is kind of a forest green. And of course, I'm wearing a green dress to kind of complement the colors. But then I also have this bright little green plate. And I got this plate at Tuesday Morning a couple years ago. But I like to use it in the spring because it just seems so spring-like. And it's just the kind of, it has just the kind of complement that I wanted to go with my table covering. And then, of course, I've got these white plates, kind of an ivory white plates. And, of course, I picked these up at Pier 1. And then this kind of a mint green charger, which, of course, I picked up at Pier 1. And the napkins came from Pier 1. I don't know where I got these napkin rings from. I've had them forever and a day. But I just felt like this color combination represented spring. And then let me show you something else on the table. This green bird, which I absolutely love, continues with the green theme. Now, my mom absolutely loves birds and she loves bunnies. So I thought I would put this bird with the nest here on the table. I believe this bird came from Hobby Lobby, but I'm really not sure. I've had it for a while. But the nest with the eggs came from Pier 1 last year, I do believe. And then over here you see a picture of my mom and me, and I think we were at a mother-daughter banquet. And then as far as the stemware, well, I've got just a plain old crystal water glass that I don't get out often enough, but I wanted to get them out today. And then I've got an all-purpose wine glass that we're going to have some mimosas with our meal. So let me take this opportunity to thank Kimberly Davis at Diva Designing on a Dime for hosting this collaboration. I always like the opportunity to get my pretties out, and Kimberly gives us this opportunity every year in our tribute to our moms. If you are not familiar with Kimberly Davis at Diva Designing on a Dime, I will link her channel below. She is a beautiful lady, and she does some amazing things over there. And I think you will like what she does. So I will link her channel below, and I will also link the tribute to mom that I did last year. Now, you're probably wondering, what was the twist? Because I guess I haven't told you that yet. Well, one of my YouTube sisters, Lacey at Lacey's Space, showed us a neat little trick about how to add some color to your table, and her little tip, her hack, was to use wrapping paper. So yes, this table covering is actually wrapping paper. It's not a runner or cloth, but it's wrapping paper that I used as my table covering. Isn't it adorable? And I tell you what, if Lacey at Lacey's Space had not shown me this tip, I never would have thought of it. Because to tell you the truth, I had this table all set up, but I had a white tablecloth on it. And I kept thinking, it just needs something else. And I felt like I needed a table runner, but I didn't like any of the table runners that I had. And I kept thinking, I want flowers. I want flowers for spring. And then I remembered Lacey's tip. And so I did pick this table covering up, this wrapping paper up at Hobby Lobby. And it was the perfect touch. And it perfectly complemented the greens that I wanted to emphasize for this table covering. Now, if tablescapes are your thing, I've got some other tablescapes that I will link below so that you can check them out. I've got a couple of romantic tablescapes and then some other more formal tablescapes that you can take a look at that just might interest you. So what questions do you have about this whole process? Tell me in the comments section below. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I'm a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I will see you in the next video.